But dating apps have dominated the dating scene for more than a decade now, but there's a new trend that has many ditching the apps and looking for love elsewhere. Why not consider a psychic? I love this. Real talk, serious business. Deborah Graham is a professional spiritualist and advisor. She was the star of the TLC series, The Psychic Matchmaker. She's now the host of a podcast called The Psychic Connection with Deborah Graham, and lucky for us, and for those of you at home watching, she's here today to help viewers and perhaps one of our staff members find love. That was a very wordy intro, but I love you.
Wow,
Nice to see you.
Large. Well, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Great.
Although
to
today
meet
is the
you.
day that apparently people break up.
Well,
if they don't
you know
want to be with the
what?
person they
Sometimes
love.
you got to break up to make up and find what's ready for you. So you got to take a step into your power.
Okay, all
Now,
right.
you've always been a psychic.
I was born like this. I'm third generation, so it was like my grandmother, my mother, and me. I like to say my antennas are beaming 24/7, 7 days a week,
crazy.
365 days a year. I can't turn it off.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a blessing and a curse, you know?
Yeah.
But when did you decide to kind of flip the switch and use your powers here for love?
Well, it's very interesting. It kind of, the universe brought it to me, okay? A man came to me. He recently lost his wife. He used to come to me as a medium, connecting with his wife spiritually. He started coming once, twice, 3 times a week. I was like, whoa, this is getting deep and large. So I had also another client that recently lost her husband. So I set him up at the same day, the same time, on the same appointment. And I was like, you guys have something in common. Long and behold, 5 years later, they got married.
Get out.
Yes. And on his deathbed, he gave me a little angel that I actually still have. He said, you gave me the best 5 years of my life. He said, you are magic. He says, you should share your gift with other people. And that's when the Psychic Matchmaker began, right there and then. So I like to say the universe brought it to me, and I just stepped into the power.
Wow.
Holy, so many questions. We want to stick on track. You say there are 6 secrets to share about finding love. Can we run through them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Trust in your inner fabulousness?
Absolutely. That means don't change to be something for somebody else, because you don't need to be something that somebody wants you to be. Be you and be the person you want to be, not the way others expect you to be.
I like that.
I like the second one. Don't let first impressions clog up the first date.
Absolutely. Go out on that second date. Even if she or he doesn't think that maybe, ooh, this may work, it may not work. Sometimes people are a bit nervous and exhausted or
maybe they had a
tired.
bad
or maybe
day.
Exactly. Things didn't go right. So go out on that second date.
Well,
That's a good one.
I ended up marrying that guy, and it was a disaster.
Well,
so-
sometimes it's a lesson learned, a lesson earned. It's got to open up that door for something bigger and better.
Which did happen.
There
Thank
you go.
Yes, yes.
Give in to the dating rules of 3.
Ooh, this is what we call deep and large. That means go out on 3 dates within 3 weeks and stay monogamous for 3 months. That means you can hug, you can touch, but don't do the deed until it's ready to get ready. Woo!
When she
I
said
love
deep and
her.
large, I was going in a totally different direction than what she says. Okay, and real quick, recognize your twin flame soulmate, recognize the glaring red flags of an empty vampire, and know when to say goodbye.
Basically, soulmates are out there. It's just a matter if you're ready to open your heart to find out, because there's 3 kinds of love. There's somebody who's your for now, and then you want to find your forever. And then the glaring flags of an energy vampire is when somebody talks so much about their ex, how their life really just didn't go down that right path, and everything is all about me, 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 I want, I need. That's when I say run, run, run.
Right.
Well, you still got your head attached to your body. And then last but not least, some of us are in loveless, lifeless relationships, whether we've been married for 30, 40 years, or maybe just trying to fix that person. If that person is energetically draining you and you just constantly feel exhausted and it's all about them, sometimes you have to step outside of that comfort zone in order to connect with your partner. And that's what I teach people, whether they're coming in person or whether they're calling into the Psychic Connection podcast with Deborah Graham. It's all about opening up your heart so you are the best version of yourself.
I'm like nervous right now. Let's see this in action, can we?
We're ready to go deep. We're ready to go large.
Let's bring in our senior producer of New York Living, Stephanie
Stephanie.
Schofield. Hello, darling.
Stephanie,
We are
Come on in.
excited.
I
so
trust
let's
you
get
two
it
have
done.
met.
You want her here?
No, you
okay,
scoot
okay,
over.
good.
Okay.
Alrighty, so let's do this. So, let's go deep, let's go large. Woo, girl, you are definitely in it to win it. This has been a year of opening up your heart, your soul, because the last 3 years have just not been in it. You are definitely a people person helping people, and I feel like love is in the air, but it's not going to happen until August the 8th of 2025, so I'm actually seeing the number, and I see a dark-headed guy, okay? So stay away from the blondes, and I feel like your ex energy is still attached to you, so it's time to give yourself what I call a little bit of a douche. That means you need to cleanse out the old and the worn out in order step for you to be the best version of yourself. You are a very straightforward and honest person. Sometimes that gets you in trouble, but you're the kind of person you don't like to take no for an answer. And stop picking up the lower bottom feeder people. You don't need to fix them. You understand that? You got the red flag, and it's almost like the loser magnet. No offense. So it's time to give it a cleanse and open your heart, because you need somebody that wants to be with you for you, not for what you have to offer. But last but not least, you need to clear out the fear. And because you're very strong-willed and you're very strong-minded, you don't need to fix everybody else. You need somebody that can step into your power and love you and be in a 50-50. Not take a ride on you, but a ride with you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Woo! She's ready to open that energy.
Wow, what do you think?
I think the loser magnet's quite funny for some of my exes out there. If you're hearing
yeah,
this.
but you know what? That was their loss, not yours, honey.
100%.
Because you don't
100%.
got time for that. You have to cleanse that energy. But we're ready for that dark hair. So typically, what color hair color do you normally go with?
Probably dark hair.
Yeah, that's good. So I see him, and he's about 5 years older, not younger. You don't want somebody your own age, and you don't want somebody who's just going to suck on your energy, if you know what I'm saying, and just like pull it from you.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. A lot to think about.
Wow.
Can you feel?
August 8th, you said?
I know.
August 8th is a really empowerment number. It's all about opening up your heart, your soul, your energy, and really being able to identify your truth in order for you to be the best version of yourself. Because sometimes what happens is a lot of people come to me and they're like, I'm ready to meet that partner, that soulmate. No, let's take a step back. Let's clear out the old, the worn out. So I like to call myself the human weed whacker to really suck that energy. And I do this all over the world. So whether you're in person with me or just calling in on the phone or calling into our podcast, it's about opening up your energy. And that's what we just did. We just opened you up, and now we set your intention, so now you can meet your whole perfect and complete, so you can connect with a partner and a person that's going to be your partner for the rest of your life, that you could see him in your life 30 years down the road.
Holy smokes. All I have to say is August 8th is a home game at Citi Field. There's a lot of nets that love baseball and that play baseball.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I like
just...
It's also around Joe Jonas's birthday, and he's about,
there you go.
He's about 5 years older than me.
Oh my
and
gosh, you're hilarious.
He has dark hair.
Well,
I love
never
it.
say never. You got something to wish for, girl. Get her done deep and large. Get her done.
Unbelievable. Stephanie Schofield, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Deborah, thank you so much. I am shooketh. Holy smokes. Check out her podcast, The Psychic Connection with Deborah Graham, wherever you listen to podcasts. Hot dang!
That was deep and large. Or they could also go to our website, thepsychicdeborahgraham.com. That's psychicdeborahgraham.com. Thank you guys so much for your love and support, and I wish you guys the best of luck, and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you.